friends, staff, and the fine young men of St John's College. To the parents in the room, you'll have to excuse me for the following couple of minutes because I'm pretty much going to be addressing your sons. So you're welcome to switch off if you wish. Well, you've apparently made it, men. Fair to say there were possibly times over the last few years when you, your parents and the staff thought a few of you wouldn't. However, this is the culmination of 13 years education or 13 years coming to school to eat your lunch for a few. Take a moment to think about the fact that this is the last time this group of people will be together like this. Many of you will be sad that school is over, which is probably not something you ever thought you would say or would happen. We will miss you also, which is also possibly not something you ever thought we would say or would happen. For we consider you to be our young men, men that have shared the last 5 years of our lives, or 3 for me, and we've enjoyed watching you grow, and we are proud to say that we played a part in that. The class of 2014 has been a warm and humorous one. Kate wasn't that funny though. Who have set a good examples to our younger boys and formed close relationships with each other and the staff, and for that, young men, I thank you. While there be many here that you call mates, you will have formed 1 or 2 close friendships that will stand the test of time, and these will be or should be lifelong, but only if you work at it. Make an effort to maintain those ties, even when time and place makes it difficult. And once broken, they can often slip away. Things have a way of coming full circle though. 15 years ago I remember that it was a pain to get across town to play touch rugby at Old Boys with a group of my mates from school days on a Tuesday afternoon, something I've since given up as increasingly I found that I couldn't walk on Wednesday. But now that I'm back at St John's College, 2 of those same teammates are now on the Board of Trustees and their boys are at St John's College, as is mine. I suggest it is much easier for your generation than mine to do this with Facebook, but what will amaze you is how little people change when you meet up with them 5, 10, 20, 30 years later, in my case, since you last saw them. I find the next topic an interesting one. So what is the most important purpose of St John's College, or indeed any school? What is the most important purpose? For me, it's not actually academic achievement. Although, of course, this is important, of course it is. It is actually the moulding of young boys at St John's into good people, good Christian, Catholic, Marist young men, into good, useful citizens who will contribute to society, look after themselves and those that rely on them to be good partners, good husbands, and most importantly of all, good fathers. In short, to prepare young men for life. That, for me, is what St John's is about and the most important role that we play. This is what we want as a school, and it's what your parents want for you too, I think. You may have heard some adults saying the following in regard to school and school days: best years of your life, they wish they could have their time again, things will never be the same, youth is wasted on the young. While this is true in some cases, it's not necessarily true for all young men. School for many kids, for many young men, is a really difficult time, and for some of you it will have been. It's a time of upheaval. You wonder who you are, where you fit in, who your friends are, what you will do when you leave school, why do I feel the way I do, and will I ever find true love? I don't know. Yeah. I'm looking up at my wife now and I'm yeah, of course you do. It's obvious. Okay. I hope that St John's has helped you work through some of these difficult times. And be patient, although sometimes it is difficult to see a way through. Life has a way of eventually showing you the path to take. The major decisions in your life are yet to be made, probably in the next few years. And as for the best years of your life, they are most certainly ahead of you. It is entirely up to you. And remember, life is a gift, and it is a gift to be enjoyed. The reasons we adults speak of school or youth this way is because of the potential you have and the potential we see in you, the blank canvas, the possibilities. We look at you and we see what you could be. My age group, we've made our major decisions. We have determined the path that our lives are going down. Careers, partners, families and mortgages. At times we oldies may wonder about the what-ifs, about turning points in our lives where fate dealt us one hand instead of another, and even reminisce about our time at school. The key is to not have regrets. It's not the same thing as saying you wouldn't change things if you had another chance, but it's about not looking back and feeling bad and regretting. Make no mistake, all of us are responsible for our future, whatever our upbringing might be. And we have a responsibility to make the most of our life and our God-given talents. On behalf of St John's College, thank you for being a member of our school. You have been and always will be part of something bigger than yourselves. And we appreciate your contribution. You are Johnny's boys for life, and I'm proud of each and every one of you, as you should be proud to be a brother and to be a Johnny's. If there's one thing that coming back to St John's in my current role has taught me, is that the essence of our college does not change, and that the St John's family is always here to welcome you back. I'm acutely aware that it is my turn now to ensure that what we have built over 50 plus years is not lost. In a world of constant change, it is a rare thing to know that you will always have a connection to a place and a network of people who know you, who remember you, who are interested in you, and who care for you. St John's is that place. In turn, we want and need you to stay connected to us. Our old boys are incredibly important to our past, our present, and our future. Be proud of who you are and where you have come from, and to be proud to be one of us. Gentlemen, it has been an honour and a privilege. Enjoy your night, and God bless.